Yo, what it do, y'all? It's your man Mike Ty in the Gaming Savant, bringing y'all some more 3on3 Freestyle content. And today we got an overview of the new character that just dropped, the Professor, the new point guard that everybody is up in arms about because of how much that he costs. And also I'll show y'all the little updates they put into the game as well, just so you can see some new stuff that they put into the game. First off, we're going to be going over the Professor. Now, I'm going to do this kind of like I did the other videos when I went over characters. I'll go over his stats, what I think he'll be good at, what I think he's not going to be good at, and if you do decide to pay the $30 to get him, what he should be used for. I also want to thank a lot of people in the community that kind of helped me out when I was streaming and playing as him, that kind of let me know what he'll be when he's higher up, because there's already people that have him like Prestige 4 and Prestige 3, and I think maybe even one person has him Prestige 5 already. But this is what we're going to be looking at with the Professor. Now, I'm going to go over his attributes first. The attributes that you see on the screen right now aren't his normal attributes. I'm going to put his base attributes. So right here, you'll be seeing what his base attributes are when you have him at level, just base prestige with only no prestiges or anything. So he has a 154 mid shot, 141 three-point shot. So he's decent at shooting, not the best. Where he really stands out is his long distance layup. So essentially he'll be able to lay up from far distances. I checked, and that's actually the longest long distance layup in the game. Carolina's is like 180, 190 or something like that. 167 pass, which is good, which means that he'll be able to pass the ball fairly easily. 154 still, once again, not the best among on the point guards, but still very decent. And then 167 speed and 154 stamina. Everything else is kind of irrelevant right now. So overall, it seems like what they want to make the Professor is a dribbling character, along with being able to lay up from a long distance. Because if you look at his skills, he gets dive and catch, where you just dive and get the ball. Of course, most point guards get that. Crossover, so essentially you tap the circle button again whenever he can do a crossover to cross over the other way. Manual layup to go to the left or right of the basket. I already prestiged him up to where he gets scoop shot. I'm iffy on scoop shot just because people have told me once you level it up, it actually does do really well. It misses a lot for me. I've played a couple of games with him. I played about maybe 10 to 15 games with him online, and most of the time when I do scoop shot and there's somebody there, it'll miss. So I'm gonna try leveling up the skill to level 5 to see if it makes any difference. I don't know, but for me, for most of the time, it just doesn't really even work for me. I still use it because it's a hard shot to block, because not too many people know how to block scoop shot. So that's good there, but for one, if you do get him and you have scoop shot at level 1, it won't go in that much. That's just me from personal experience. Maybe other people have had different experiences, but me, level 1 scoop shot, I don't know if it's broken or what, but it just doesn't seem to really go in that much for me whenever I use it. I'd probably say maybe out of 10 times that I use it, it may go in maybe about half the time, or maybe even less than that. Now, why I was interested in seeing scoop shot is because in the game this is based off Freestyle 2, there's a skill in the game called scoop shot, and I'll just show y'all the video so y'all can see what the animation looks like. So in Freestyle 2, you're actually able to do scoop shot as a manual layup. So you can, if you have manual layup equipped, you can do scoop shot to the left, or you can do it to the right. Unfortunately, in this game, and I've tried very much so, and maybe it's different once you level it up, you can only do scoop shot going forward. So it's just going to be a straight on forward animation. You're not going to be able to do it left or right like a manual layup, which I was kind of hoping, because that would actually be kind of cool, and that would actually make him a little bit more better than he is, if you had to kind of guess which side the scoop shot would come from. But unfortunately, you can only do it straight up. But like I said, in most cases, since it's a new skill to the game that people haven't seen yet, most people don't know how to block it. You can block it, because I've had people block my scoop shot, but most people don't really know how to block scoop shot. Next, he's going to have dribble move. So essentially, whenever he's driving, if you hold the triangle button, he'll do a little spin move to create some space. Now, this is also based off a move from the PC version of this game, Freestyle 2, that small forwards got. But the thing about it is that typically when you did the spin move, it would stop their dribble. In this case, it looks like that his dribble is going to stay going. So as you see, he does it, and he can still do the dribble. And you can actually do it one way. So you can drive right, and then you can spin left. I'm interested to see this because people said that this is actually a very good move to get them open, and you can chain it together to do layups and stuff like that as well. Then of course he has Leu Pass. So he'll be able to throw an alley-oop to a teammate, pretty standard stuff. And then layup pass, other people have this in the game as well. Essentially, he goes for a layup and you can press the pass button to pass to somebody mid-shot. Now this is interesting. This is a skill that only he has, and I kind of thought they would do this since he's a quote-unquote premium character, that they would just give him a skill that only he can do. I'm not even really sure how good this skill is because it makes you very stationary, and I'll show you in a second when I kind of show the skills that I have unlocked and what they do. So it's called Crazy Step, and essentially all you do is you hold the drive button, circle, and then he does like all these size up dribbles. Like if you're playing 2K, it's essentially just size up dribbles where he goes back. Now what you can do with this is that you can chain it to where you can drive left, you can drive right, you can combo it with doing a crossover, so you can drive left and then crossover right. So it's very good in that front. I'm not sure how good it would be in high level play, just because if you got a Pedro on you, I don't know if it's immune from steal, which I doubt that it is, just because you can just get swiped like crazy. And I actually want to try that against somebody that has a Pedro to see like if the Crazy Step gives you immune to steal or what, because it just like leaves you as a sitting duck and somebody could just run up on you, and then if they guess the right side that you drive to, they can face you up and you'll drop the ball or they'll steal the ball from you. And then his last skill, once you do get him to Prestige 5, is Dribble Master. So essentially, after driving in, he gets a shot increase rate for 3 seconds. So essentially, most people that were telling me that have a high-level professor are saying that this is actually a very good skill, because essentially, let's say that he does a little spin move that you saw, his shot success rate will increase for 3 seconds after that. So essentially, you can do the spin move, go into a layup, go into a scoop shot, stop and go for a jump shot. Now, how much it increases, who knows? Percentage isn't there, so we're not sure, 100% sure on how it's going to increase like that. Now, just to show y'all a couple of his new skills. So this is scoop shot, and he kind of flicks it up, kind of like a, I don't want to say a floater, but you know, kind of like a finger layup, a finger roll layup. Just he flicks it up. Now, like I said, it's cool, but I want to level it up just to see, because like you said, it's just missing. Like it just misses, and this is how it is in game as well. It should just randomly misses. And I know I have a low level one, so maybe once I get his short layup up, maybe it'll increase the chances of it going in. But I said most of the time, whenever I do this shot, even though most people can't block it, it's kind of 50-50. It's gonna go in. So if you get Professor and he's a low level, then just be expected to know that, you know, unless you invest some skill upgrades into this skill, it's probably not gonna go in most of the time. Now, of course, the other skill he has, crossover. Well, this is his Crazy Step one. Crossover, that's easy. So Crazy Step, so that's all he does. You just dribble backwards. That's all he does. And like I said, you can combo it to where you can drive that way, and then I can do that where I can do a crossover as well. What I've also learned that you can do, and I'm not sure how viable this will be actually in the game, if you're like in the middle of the paint here and you do this and you kind of wait for it and then you let it go, he does this animation, which essentially gets him back to a regular standing rate. So I've learned that you can actually cancel that into a long layup or a scoop shot if you time it correctly. There we go. So see, you can kind of cancel it, but the timing's really tricky. I think it's like when he dribbles between his legs. But yeah, essentially you can cancel that into like a manual layup or a scoop shot as you saw there. So let's say that you're like in the paint, hopefully not getting swiped at. You want to do that, and then you can just go into a scoop layup. So it may be a little something to kind of catch your opponent off guard. I'll try it because I'm going to do some gameplay with him, and I'll show y'all just so y'all can kind of see. But that would be kind of something cool to do as kind of like a tactic. There you go. I got it to cancel right there. But yeah, but that's essentially the Professor. Like I said, I don't have the spin move unlocked yet. He just has a regular manual layup. So that's it for the Professor. Like I said, overall, good character. I can't really give a review on him yet because I don't have him maxed out or, you know, leveled up to the highest. But like I said, if you're interested in getting him, he does cost $30 to get. I know some people are outraged and don't like the fact he's $30. Me personally, from playing FS2, I would expect him to be that much. I thought he would be maybe $20 because once they said he's a premium character, I instantly knew it's like, all right, he's gonna cost some money. But I get it from both sides. I understand why people think that he should be a free character or should be, you know, be able to buy him with points. But then I also understand why they charge, you know, money for him, because this is a real life basketball player. They're using his rights. They got to pay him royalties to even be in the game. So I get it from both sides. Now, the last thing that I'm going to show you guys is that they put in essentially the job system. So for y'all that play FS2, that played boot camp, they essentially put that in the game, but in the form of a job system. Now, what they did here is essentially you can put up to 3 characters in each of these, and I'm only level 10, so once you get to level 15 and 20, you can do 3 more jobs, but I don't have that unlocked right now, unfortunately. So this one normally takes 36 hours. So I have 3 of my highest rated, my 3 highest rated players on this, and I think it dropped it down to 24 hours. So I still have another 5 hours. I'll get 150 coins, which really ain't shit. A blue FS album, and then I think I get one of these as well. I believe I get one of these randomly. I already did this one. I got the 80 coins, the FS album, and I got a small drink, so that's whatever. So we'll go ahead and do this one. You'll get 150 coins, a FS album, and then one of those other things. It's, from what I've seen, it's okay. I mean, the amount of time that it's gonna take for you to do all this, like the coins don't really justify it in my position, or in my opinion. Like I think a small drink costs like, and I got a manual for a center, so. I mean, I guess you can't be mad, but I feel like there could have been more done there. And I guess maybe if you have higher level characters, so if you're one of those people that's been playing from the start and got your characters maxed out, it'll decrease the time. So I already have my 3 highest level characters. So let's say we put the professor here. Who else? Do I have anybody else leveled up? I don't think I do. Put Lulu here. That dropped it down by 2 hours. And then I think those are the only other characters that I have leveled up right now. So now it's dropped down to 12 hours. So now, 12 hours from now, I'll be able to get the rewards from this. And you can still use your characters. I know somebody asked that on the forums, and I was like, yes, like that would be stupid if they put this job system in and you wouldn't be able to use any of your characters. That would just be kind of weird. But yeah, so that's pretty much about it for the video. Like I said, there you go on Professor. So if you're thinking about using him, those are his stats. That's what he can do. You know, I think he'll be a very good player on more, you know, in the higher level players' hands, and also with higher tiers of prestiging. I still like him right now. I mean, that's the main reason I got him. I followed him when I was younger, growing up, watching And One. So that's the main reason I bought him. But if you're on the fence about him, I would say, you know, do you really think he's worth $30? And do you feel like that you'll get, you know, do you feel like that you'll use him enough to justify that? That's the only thing that I can say. And plus, this gives me a reason to play point guard, because all the other point guards, I'm not really a fan of any of them, like any of their design. Maybe Pedro, but everybody uses Pedro because of his steal. So this actually gives me a reason to want to play point guard now. But that's going to do it for today's video. I do want to thank you guys for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It's your man, Mike Titan, and I'm out this piece. Go.